When ni mwanaume unakaa aje? What kind of a man are you? You cannot even provide for us. Who are you?
Hey guys, 2 quick questions. Number 1, where is your self-care plan? Yes, wewe mwanaume ambao uko hapo, wewe ndio unaongelesha. Where is your self-care plan? And number 2, what is the relationship between you and the contraption that I'm sitting in right now? Let me explain those two and I'll let you go. What's the basis of this? Where am I coming from? I recently had a conversation with a number of guys. And during the conversation, one of the things that primarily came up was the issue of provision. We're talking about the things that are stressing guys, what people are going through, what guys are going through right now. My takeaway from that was that provision has become one of the most toxic things for most men nowadays. Traditionally, men have always been providers. And I know many men are givers by nature. And giving, being able to provide is a wonderful thing. It's a great thing to show the people that you love and care for just how much you do care for them. But of late, I noticed, and from that conversation I gathered, that the whole issue of provision is becoming toxic. It is being done to the detriment of the provider. Sometimes you may have too many people who are relying on you for provision, and you're simply unable to meet all their needs. And so this whole thing has left a lot of men struggling to provide for things that are way beyond their means. A lot of them are going into deep depression. Others are seeking shady deals. Others are seeking now coping mechanisms in drugs and alcohol to escape the reality that they are not able to provide enough for those that they care about. Whose fault is this? Why are you the man getting depressed? You say it is your resources, and yet you are the least considered in the division of those resources, and you are usually the last consideration. You are the consideration after you have provided for your parents, your children, your spouse, everybody else. You are the last consideration and also the least consideration in the allocation of what you call your own resources. For you men, without a personal self-care plan, and who are not investing in yourself right now, and who are not investing even for your future self, this is a wake-up call to you. Because at some point in time, you're going to be alone. Tabaki hapo peke yako. Because you can be great at providing for everybody else. You can be great at taking care of everybody else at the expense of yourself. But I will repeat, do you have a self-care plan for yourself? Do you have a provision for taking care of you now, for taking care of you in the future? Most men at this time are probably going to say, what do you mean? Si resources are mine, si pesa ni zangu. So ndakuuliza wewe, pesa ni zako. When did you last buy yourself a decent shirt, a decent pair of boxers, a decent pair of socks? But when you are struggling even meeting your own personal needs, and yet everything you get is channeled out to provide for others. I know there are many in that situation. Ndio, kuna ume granted, kuna wanaume wamejipanga, kuna providers wamejipanga, kuna wale watu they are well able to afford this. But there are many others who are just going through hell right now. So if you are now come to the realization that you are unable to maintain the provision that you have been providing to the level at which you have been providing, you have come to the realization that you are the least and the last in the whole distribution and allocation of your own resources, and you know that this provision thing is killing you on the inside. Mwanaume, it's time kurekebisha maneno, because believe you me, if you are not investing yourself in the current for your present self, you can't afford anything for yourself, and you're not investing anything for your future self. How do you expect to be anything other than a bitter old man who will spend his days lamenting his past failures, his lack of planning, and regurgitating on your glory days when you are this or the other, But you will also be bitter because you will be talking about the people you educated, the people you helped, the people you did this, the people you did that for, and you realize you got nothing, absolutely nothing in return. Because the day that you will stop providing, I can guarantee you this as a man, the usual "hi babe, how you doing, how was your day" will quickly be replaced by "wewe ni mwanaume wa aina gani, kwa nini haufikiri kama wanaume wengine, kwa nini huwezi kuwa kama wanaume wengine". Those are the questions that you will be asked. And soon after, you will realize exactly how expendable and replaceable you are. Doubt me? Ebu stop providing. Ebu just hold your provision for a bit. Jivani Aba, get sacked from your job today. You give me a story. Or ask the men who have been sacked from their jobs and are no longer able to provide. Ask the men going through a hard time whether the conversation, lakini hii kutojipanga ni nani hakujipanga. Si pesa zilikuwa zako, mbona hukujipanga? Because by then, you will have given your all. You will have begged. You will have borrowed. You will have probably contemplated even stealing just so that you can meet the needs of others. But you will realize the moment that you can't provide, you're useless. Because I have news for you. The world is utterly uncaring to men. The world is a harsh place for men. Nobody cares about you. People care about what you can provide. People care about that provision that you are giving. They don't care about you as a person. It is what you are able to provide to them. And that is what brings me to the similarity between you and this contraption that I am sitting in. You are very similar. You have similar work. And you probably have a similar destiny. If you go to any road construction site, this is the machine you will see right at the beginning of the construction. The time there is no road, there is no path. It is just rocks, hills, shrubs, trees, whatever, vegetation. This is the machine that you will see there. This is the machine that will clear the underbrush. This is the machine that will move the rocks. This is the machine that will do all the heavy lifting and all the hard work until eventually the road is cleared, smoothened, and it is about to be put tarmac. And once the tarmac has been placed, have you ever seen this machine being allowed with its ugly chain wheels to dare trespass onto that tarmac? No. Hii machine ikanyaga tarmac with its ugly chain wheel, it will ruin the tarmac. So at the point of completion, at the point when everything is well, it is retired back to its yard. And that is the similarity that you and this machine have. You will spend your time solving issues for other people. You will spend your time moving the heavy boulders in other people's lives. You will spend your time making ways for other people. You will spend your time preparing the path, paying the fees, paying the mortgage, paying the bills. You sometimes feel like you're nothing but an ATM for anyone who has the code. Yet, when all is said and done, most men end their lives lonely. Na yule hakujipanga ataishi maisha ya ufukara. And if you don't believe me, kindly next time you go to the village, or sometimes even here in town, just look around you. You will see a lot of old men walking around with no purpose in life, regurgitating on their glory days. They are bitter because as they lament on the failures of their past, they realize hawakujipanga. They made the way clear for everybody else. And now at this point in time, they're no longer able to earn an income. They save nothing for themselves. The people they helped are not there. So they are bitter and always complaining. Unfortunately, their time has come to be sent back Just like that earth mover, once the road is complete, their time is over. So think, and think again, and make sure you put in place a plan that will help you to take care of yourself in the present as an individual, to take care of the future you. Because hata wakati utaretire kwa kijiji and you do not have even the money to walk to the nearest butchery and order a quarter kilo of meat, hautaheshimika. Hata raha kujua ulikuwa sijui nani in your glory days. My unsolicited advice to you: look at your finances, look at your life, look at what you're capable of doing and what you're not capable of providing, and work within that. Stop being the last and least considered in the allocation of your own finances. Pay yourself first. Make a budget around your own self-care now, and a budget around what you're putting aside for the days you grow older, for the older you, for the future you. Then work with what is left, and anybody who cannot fit into that, and anybody who expects you to go beg, borrow, or steal in order to accommodate what they think is their rightful provision, walk away, boss. Walk away, boss. Maybe at this moment you're not able to provide that. Don't force yourself. Don't force issues. In time you may be able to provide that, but work with what you have at current. Have a self-care plan for yourself. It will help you calm down your headspace. Your mental headspace right now is suffering. Usingizi imekuwa kitu ya kitambo, hiyo hata ulisahau. Stress has become part of your daily life. You are forever fatigued. You are coming up with all manner of crazy ideas, trying to satisfy other people's needs. You have already borrowed. You have begged. Pengine you haven't had the guts to steal. Ndugu yangu, don't even try that one, because when you go to jail, you will go alone. When those people come calling for their loans, they will find you alone. And yet, you are trying to do this for other people. Think what you can do with the resources God has given you. Forget thinking crazy ideas like you're going to go to gamble and you're going to get $1 million, you're going to hit the jackpot. Nothing like that is going to happen. You will lose your money there. Usifikiria kwenda usherati ati ndio you are able to raise the necessary money that you need. You have been blessed. God is not in the business of punishing his people. You have been blessed. And with what you have been blessed, work your life. Your life right now is unmanageable because you have allowed it to be so. One day, as I always say, you're going to find out that you're the primary victim of all your bad choices, including these bad financial choices that you're making now. Make the right decisions, your older self will celebrate. Make the wrong decisions, your older self will spend their lives blaming you, the current self. But as I say, this is life. Kila mtu ana maisha yake. That's just my opinion. I wish you a good life. See you on the next video.